Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here to check out a Zephfire video. This one is Scream for a real. Yeah. Scream 4 I thought was one of the better of the Scream movies. Like it was like actually surprisingly really good. And I guess spoilers if you haven't seen it, I was not expecting Emma Roberts' character to be one of the Scream faces. Like that was, or the ghost faces. Where the hell did I get Scream faces from? I was not expecting her to be one of the ghost faces. Like that genuinely caught me by surprise the first time that I watched it. But yeah, let's hop in and see what Zeph has to say about it. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Let's run this up.
So the scene starts on a lonely night. It seems like every single one of these movies starts off with an average white woman in a yellow dress. They're out there chilling in the kitchen and one of the girls is out there glazing one of the guys she's talking to.
Girl, you've been looking at that phone all day. Who you texting? It's this new guy I'm talking to.
He's really tall, dark chocolate, lots of abs.
What is that?
He is so fine. And I'm out there listening to that description and I'm like, hold on, he sounded just like me.
Sit down, big fella.
They must have saw that Zeph Instagram post. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But while they out there saying Zephfire is so fine, we get a call on the telephone, and it's none other than Ghostface. They answer, and they're like, hello? Who is this?
This is the last person you're gonna see alive. Now open the door.
And this scene just proves that you could tell somebody has no brain cells simply by the way they speak. What nigga on the planet is going to hear you threaten their life and then open the door to their death? What was your plan here, dog? If she says no, you're just gonna be like, aw, man, and run off like you swiper, my nigga? You're a bot! They go out to make sure the door's locked, but like a girl asking, is it in yet? That boy already inside.
Wow.
With Ghostface stabbing Shorty through the throat. And before the other girl could even escape, we get a peekaboo nigga, and she gets stabbed through her neck. Now, I know you're thinking them kills were pretty goddamn fast, but that's when they reveal that this whole bit was fake.
Yeah.
I knew it. With the whole intro of the movie being this fake ass Scream.
They
This pump
always
fake ass
do
movie,
that.
bro. I'm about to turn this the fuck off. And they had the audacity to do.
Like, I think they've been doing that type of opening since the second one. Because I'm pretty sure, like, once the second one came about, that was when they started doing, like, in-verse, like, parody movies of what happened to Cindy and her friends, you know, in the first one. Like, I think that's the second one is when they started doing like inverse parody movies. So like pretty much all of them start opening with the same way. So they're watching a movie, you know?
This not once, but twice.
It is what
With
it
these
is.
two blonde ladies committing white on white crime. Nah, it really be on. But after a while, we finally arrive to the real two characters. And they out there talking on the phone, just having a good time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna pass it in tomorrow. Girl, you better. You know it's.
Hey, are you okay? And she goes downstairs to check up on her friend, only to get a call from Ghostface.
Jade, are you there?
Jane isn't here anymore.
What did you do with
This
my
voice,
friend?
bro.
Come on, Shorty, don't you want to play a game?
Please don't do that in my ears again.
Nah, this grown-ass man always trying to play some, dog. You're corny! But it seems like everybody in this room is slower than kids watching Mr. Beast. Because Shorty's on the phone and she
Wow.
dead says,
I have a 4.0 GPA and 135 IQ, asshole.
this man just threatened your life and you're defending yourself with a diploma, my nigga? What is your English major gonna do against Ghostface, dog?
Ghostface, wait! I can read.
Boy, if you don't get
And Ghostface
Yeah.
continues to tease her on the phone saying,
4.0 GPA? Ah, so you're good at reading, huh? Read this, bitch.
Hello, nigga.
Ghostface runs inside and they're running all across the crib. And now the scream she's letting off is really frying me. Shorty hits a slide to the left, dodging the knife strike, and she sprints up the stairs. And once she gets up there, she hides behind the garage door in order to keep away from Ghostface. But this self-proclaimed genius with a, and I quote, 4.0 GPA forgets to lock the door. as she hides from a serial killer. I've seen niggas with CTE that got a higher intelligence. You are a twit. Who forgets to do that shit? Where was all the education when you needed it and you was dead talking about some
4.0 GPA and
Shut your bitch ass.
She tries to escape, but Ghostface stabs her in the back.
Oh, I must have got copyrighted.
This man Ghostface starts menacingly walking her down. And he really could have killed her this whole time. He's just edging this kill like how Anthony Edwards be edging anything he's drinking. She tries to crawl out and escape through the garage door. And once Ghostface put his hand on that lever, I was like, no.
Yeah, you knew what it was.
No! And he real life crushes her with the door. Got her crippled on the floor talking about some... Ghostface turns her around, and this is where we get into the first kill of the movie. And we started off with Sidney Prescott, the original protagonist all the way back from the first movie. And she is the next victim on the list. And now this is dead frying me. Ghostface will not let her rest whatsoever.
Never.
They keep trying to hunt her down as if she wasn't the victim. Like I dead saw her in Scream 7 and I said, Auntie, go home. Who keeps bringing her out here? Let it go, bruh. But she's currently staying at her cousin's house, whose name is Jill, as she hides from the Ghostface. And Jill's friend, Kirby, is here as well, with the police keeping watch outside, making sure everything stays safe. And if in real life, police officers got the same IQ as a toolbox, you know the ones in this movie are gonna do absolutely nothing. But Jill and Kirby are currently chilling in the crib, only to get a call from the one and only. Hello?
I'm waiting for you.
Waiting for me where?
You're gonna have to guess.
But they start looking all across the room until they land on Drake's favorite spot, the closet.
That's
they open it up and we
crazy.
see nothing but this weak-ass wardrobe. Nah, this scarier than him. H&M fits in the Grand 2026? Oh, hell no! Looks like you were lying. You were never in there. You already came out.
I never said
You
I was
already
in your
came
closet.
out.
And
Wow.
just like I Show Speed telling the world that he likes men, we see Ghostface come out the closet stabbing the shorty as he was in the crib across the street the entire time. Everyone's out there shocked and he's out there just ragged all in the bed. Stabbing her through the hand. I see a Sparta kick literally tussling her
Golly.
around the room. I'm like, and he even tries to stab her head off. And what's frying me the most, they're watching Shorty out here fighting for her life
They are.
and doing nothing about it. Dog, help me. Sydney finally says, and I won't watch this anymore, and sprints to the other crib. But by the time she got there, it was already too late. With her room being doused in a whole lot of red, and
I mean, let's be honest though. What could they have done for her? Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't like count how long it took Sydney to get over there, but it had to have been like anywhere between 40 seconds to like a minute and 10, because you had to go out of that room, go down the stairs, go out the house, and then go however long that distance is between, and then run all the way upstairs to that room. By the time that she got there, of course it would be over. There was nothing that they could do but watch. Like, you call the cops or something, they're not gonna get there right away. You even try to go over there, you're not gonna do much except for, you know, get a closer view. It's like you know, I can grant them some leniency on this one.
the neighbor being
There was
gutted
really
and
not
left
much they
on
could
the
do.
window. Sydney comforts Jill since she was friends with the neighbor that passed. We see this nigga come from the back and slits Shorty's wrist. And Sydney wasn't playing that at all. She immediately power bombs this nigga down the stairs. And she was putting straight hands on him, hitting him with the painting, and kick flipping Brody down the steps.
Yeah,
and
she
Sydney
don't
wasn't done
hesitate at
giving
this
belt
point.
to add, giving 2 kicks and laying him flat out. Like, nah, okay, Sydney, you's a real one. The cops come
She
in,
been
and
through
the
this too
moment
many
she reports
times,
the
bro.
body,
She don't play no
Ghostface
more.
disappears like a nigga that owes you money. I don't know what pisses me off more, the fact that Ghostface has a flash step or the fact that the police pulled up this late and start slow walking towards the door he ran out of. Dog, it hasn't even been that long. Chase him down. And they dead come back inside after not even looking for 2 seconds. Out here saying,
So did you find him?
No, nigga.
I'ma just move on, bro. Y'all
Nah,
pissing me
those
off.
knees
And that takes
cracking,
us to
bro.
the hospital, with Sydney and the gang recovering from
That's
their
so
wounds
real.
after that last encounter with Ghostface. Sydney's assistant leaves the hospital only to receive a call. And it's one of the coldest in the entire franchise. I can't even hold you.
This is Rebecca.
Sydney Prescott, please.
I'm handling Miss Prescott's calls and appearances. May I take a message?
You are the message.
I can't even lie, that's a bar. You get white people mad enough, they start talking like Sasuke Uchiha, and Ghostface was not done dropping them bangers.
I see you walking down the parking lot like you got time, but the reality is, you don't.
She tries to turn on her car, but ends up putting on the panic button instead of unlocking it. I ain't seen a fumble this bad since Steph Curry. She finally gets in the car and tries to get it to start, but her engine out there sounding just like these, and it refuses to start. And this is where we see Ghostface on top of the whip, holding the ignition wire in hand. Hell no! She out there screaming in the car like she just lost her.
Where did he jump from? Like, I imagine that he or she, whichever one it was, they had to have been like standing up like in the rafters or something. How did they not like break an ankle? Like, that is solid metal that you are landing on from however high you jumped. How did you not injure something? That's impressive. They must have some really good shoes on.
Ignition wire in hand. Hell no. She out there screaming in the car like she just lost her ex and tries to call someone for help. This car in the lot is passing by, and this man, real life, saw a nigga on top of a car like these. Sit down, big fella. With a woman screaming on the inside. And instead of trying to help, he said, "Fuck no, baby." And he swerves the corner, no jello. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, shorty. Prepare them cheeks. But she still could have survived this. You are in a car. All you have to do is lock the doors and call the cops. Unless he has the power to break through the window, which I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. You would have been alright. But no. This complete and utter dunce walks out the car and starts walking inside. And the moment she gets out the car, she's running for the stairs as fast as she can in heels. And once she tries to open the door, the handle breaks in her face. And when she turns around, Ghostface is already behind her. And after that clean kill out of Ghostface, he decides to send the message. While they're having a press conference outside, he throws the body off the lot, landing it right on the van, letting everybody know he's here to catch bodies. And that leads us to the next destination of his murders. And it begins at this party. They got everybody here to watch the Stab franchise, and it's looking a lot like the Minecraft theaters. And while all the kids are turning up, we get Gail, who, while currently investigating the current Ghostface, is stalking this entire party through the cameras. And it was really frying me. She in this bit like FNAF.
Hello?
Is that the Grim Reaper?
But she continues to stare at them all through the camera like a broke nigga staring at your gum in class. But as she's analyzing, all the cameras go from light to dark, like a reverse Michael Jackson. And on the last camera, you see Ghostface on the lens, laughing. And Gail is not taking that disrespect. She is leaving with a body. Gail goes out there to fix the cameras, and I can't even lie, she looking like a Facebook mom on the phone. And while she's out there fixing the last one, we see Ghostface come out from the back, ready to take her out. Go for this.
Why did they low-key hit the Pentawalk though? Hold on.
Out from the back, ready
Y'all
to
see that? They low-key hit the penta-walk. They even got the little turn and everything.
Out.
That's crazy.
Go for the stab. We get an instant weave. Ghostface gets to chasing, and nah, this is real life looking like a Looney Tune scene. They're hiding behind the haystack like Dee's. Oh nah. She continues to fight for her life while Paul Blart the mall cop is running down the lawn to save her. Gail gets pinned down by Ghostface, and while he's looking down on her ladies, the cop comes in with the "and I you not" some of the worst aim I done ever seen in my life. Like, I have genuinely seen RDC shoot better than this.
Johnny.
It chases Ghostface up out the function, with the gunshot scattering everybody out the location. Ghostface, after failing to get Gail, decides to change his objective back to Sydney. But before he does, he makes sure to take out the two cops outside. And one of them, sadly, is already dead. And when he goes to check the body, yeah, they really out here trolling, being some of the most useless niggas of all time. And while they out there caught stupid, caught lacking, Ghostface comes from behind like a prisoner and stabs the nigga in the back. And this one right here, real brutal. He just stabs my nigga Anthony Anderson in the head.
Yeah,
I was dead
bro.
watching this like... And when Anthony dies, Sydney feels a disturbance in the force. And when she feels this, she does one of the worst cases of oral farming I done ever seen. She's already looking in the direction, turns around, lets the wind hit her at the perfect angle, and then turns her head again. My nigga, we see the jawline, bro. But when Sydney goes to the house to hide, she sees that Jill snuck out, going to the party that we talked about earlier, leaving only Sydney and Jill's mom in the house. They go to hunt her down, only to get jump scared by Ghostface, and they immediately try to block the door. He's really stabbing through this hole like it's The Shining, talking about some "here's Ghostface." They use all their might to close the door on him, and when Sydney goes to call the cops, we see that Ghostface snuck a kill on Jill's mom through the mail slot. I guess Ghostface really delivered that kill.
Get the fuck out of the door!
And while Sydney's left with the body, Ghostface goes to hunt down Jill, who snuck out at Kirby's house, where everyone is hanging out once the party got shut down. We got 5 of the characters there, and one of them, being Charlie, is out here getting rizzed up by Kirby. And this scene is exactly why they say you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can't teach this type of hunger to a nigga. She's putting her poom poom flat on the table, and this nigga's selling the bag. She out here talking about some, yeah, it's so great to have you here. And he gonna be like, bro, nobody's calling your name, my nigga. The conversation keeps going, but in all
That's
seriousness, it's
unfortunate.
moving just like this.
Probably for the best though, but you know.
Oh, I don't have any money to pay you.
You're not getting your fucking pizza.
But he somehow locks it in and is about to secure the kiss. Nerd niggas that be frying me, they be shooting shots like this to the most beautiful woman you'd have never seen, and it will somehow make it in. How? How, Sway? But the moment he's about to lock in the kiss, this random comes into cock block talking about some, what did I miss?
Is this nigga serious?
And this nigga that nobody invited forcibly adds himself into this conversation. I really hate people that are like this, dog.
The way that she's looking at him.
While they're still trying to figure out who the hell the fourth chipmunk is, we
love the
go
way
outside
she's
to
looking
this
at
Twitch
him.
streamer who
She's
in
like,
a
"Bro,
life
are
or
you
death
serious?"
scenario is out there recording. Make sure y'all all spam some W's, chat. Our first guest is...
Hello.
This man gets stabbed and picked apart, but before Ghostface can take him off, we get quite possibly the craziest I ever heard in my life.
Wait, no. You can't. There's rules. I'm gay.
And all I'm seeing behind that mask was the craziest is this nigga serious of all time. It really be frying me. Niggas be so quick to be gay in order to not run a
I put my
fade.
game face on. Niggas is like, yo, where you from? I straight did this. What you mean where I'm from? Fuck out of here. You never seen a bad bitch before?
It's really crazy. Everybody care about equality until it benefits them. Just
Right.
ask women. Who wants equal pay? Who wants equal drives for the war?
Hell no.
The streamer dies, and when Cindy arrives at the crib, so does Ghostface. He attempts to chase him down, but nah, Sydney does Ghostface like a whole bitch. Nah, this whole movie, she been straight spanking this nigga. But he decides to chill out on this chase and decides to go for the easy kill, the white boy. Please, you gotta let me inside, please.
Why is there blood on your hands? What other bitch did you finger?
Hey, yo.
I ain't touched no other girl, I swear.
Jill's outside with him right now, girl. He lying. Ugh, I knew it!
Bitch, can we talk about this another time? I'm about to die. And while he's pleading for his case, Ghostface comes out of nowhere.
The thing that I really do love about that scene was like, Sydney basically told her, if you don't trust him, don't let him in. Like, she did not care. Like, Sydney has been through this too many times. If you don't trust him, do not let him in. Do not open the door. Don't do it. He will stay out there and fend for himself. And honestly, I can respect it. I will probably say the same thing. If you don't trust him, leave him out there.
It knocks him out. And when we get back to the scene, we see this Timu-Wag jigsaw trap. Ghostface calls her on the phone, and he's really trying to play his role. And Ghostface really had these niggas on the phone like,
what's it called?
You take a picture with your ass out and your back bent in with your pussy.
Scary Movie 1. That's what they did on the Scary Movie 1.
But Kirby answers all the questions correct, and when she tries to go in and save Charlie, he says,
This is making a move.
he didn't make a move earlier just so he can make one now. This is the type of disrespect that would make my soul crawl out of the grave and take you out, leaving only Sydney in the house. She tries to find out what's up with Kirby, only to get backdoored by Charlie. She hits him to the wall, and when she tries to escape, she gets stabbed in the gut. And this is where we get the reveal of the Ghostface.
White woman!
Yes, we find out that it was Jill the whole time.
I was surprised
now, why she
when I
would
watched
kill
this
her
the
mother
first time.
and set up to kill her
Like
two
that-
best friends, I
that
have
caught
no
me off
idea.
guard.
She moving like that one crazy white girl meme. I don't want to be caught near her ever. She's out there explaining her evil plan, and to make us know that she is serious. That nigga that nobody invited earlier, yeah, she said, you don't need your balls, right? And literally shoots the nigga's nuts off, hitting him with Operation Caitlyn Jenner. And she said,
I'm not finished.
and caps bro in the head.
This nigga is crazy.
And her and Charlie are about to beat each other up to make themselves look like the victims. Jill staring at Charlie about to stab him, talking about some,
I don't even know how outside.
and as she's looking, she's like, you know what? F all that. And just kills him herself so she can be the only one alive. And y'all thought I was lying in that Stone Bunny hypnosis video. These white women are dangerous. Stay away at all cost. She's continuing to yell at Sydney like,
You had your 15 minutes. Now I want mine.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
and after slamming out Sydney, she truly decides to play the victim. And she, real life, begins to beat herself up to make her seem like a believable victim. This is the type of self-harm that would have two slimy listeners impressed. And when she's done throwing herself across the room, the ambulance arrives to take her to the hospital. She's laying in the hospital bed and tells the cop to relay her condolences to Gail because they both got stabbed in the same spot. But while she rests, she overhears that Sydney actually survived. And Shawty done woke up from her sleep just to make sure Sydney stays in the grave. The cop goes to tell Gail what Jill told him, that Jill sends her regards because they both got stabbed in the same spot. And once Gail really analyzes that line, she begins to have an epiphany.
How did she know I was dead?
As if she was Dokes or Gibby from iCarly, she deduces that Jill was Ghostface all along. We get to Sydney's room, and this is when Jill appears. And she's talking about some,
You know what, Sydney? I'm so sick of your prissy ass stuck up, good for nothing bitch. I'm gonna make sure you die here alone, nigga.
What? Jill starts boxing Shorty all throughout the room, and I'm not gonna lie, she is packing her up. And she goes 2 for 2, cause once the cop comes in, she puts that nigga in a blender. Like, how are you a grown man getting whooped like this? The cops are willing to use lethal self-defense on anyone darker than Steph Curry, and you just allow her to beat your ass with a chair. You are a fraud. She grabs the other cop's gun and then hits the RDC.
You can show yourself now.
What? How'd you know I was in the room?
Easy. There are about 815,000 molecules in your
Brother! Making the other cop get up from across the room, and she booms her too. She holds Gail at gunpoint, about to take her life, and we get the coldest setup for a kill I done seen.
Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
Yeah, Scream 4 was definitely one of the better Scream movies. I enjoyed that one a lot. And like every now and again, I will like rewatch a Scream movie or two just for the fun of it. And this is one that always comes to mind because I did think it was really that good. But awesome video, Zeph. That your commentary stays hilarious as always. But that's gonna be it from me. If you enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.